What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Just Jake Reviews of Allen movies and sports games. And today we are back with another recap video. We got NFL Week 14 reactions. This was the last week of bye weeks, so the 4 teams on a bye were the Panthers, Patriots, Giants, and 49ers. So those teams didn't play, but we got 4 weeks left of the season, and the final 4 weeks there's no byes, so 16 games ranked. But yeah, so I feel like I haven't done too much of a rant-heavy recap video in a long time. I feel like it's at least been a few weeks, and I have some things to say about some of these games. Yeah, not a good week for me at all. Really struggled. You know, it's funny how I started last week 0-5 and still managed to get a good record. Nope, this week was 6-8. I went 6-8. So 6-8, not great. I've only gone 6-8 one other time, and that was week 5, the first week with bye weeks. That's funny. The first and last week of byes, I went 6-8. It's funny. But let's not waste any more time. Let's get right into it. 3, 2, 1, go. I mean, didn't watch all of this game. I think I stopped watching after the fourth quarter, which was funny because this game started to get good after I stopped watching. That's pretty rude. Great Lions win. I got a Thursday game correct, which feels great. That really never happens. Amazing Lions win. Jahmyr Gibbs had 3 touchdowns, I believe, which is actually incredible. And yeah, this game started off pretty boring. The first half was not that exciting. I'm glad it picked up a little bit in the fourth quarter in the second half. Wish I kept watching, though. 44-30, pretty high-scoring Thursday game. That's what you want from Thursday games. And good job, Lions. Yeah, Jahmyr Gibbs played great. Jared Goff played great. And definitely a much-needed win for the Lions. I don't know if the Cowboys are out of the playoffs or not. I don't know if they're out, but they're kind of struggling a little bit. But good job, Detroit. Oh my god, dude. Are you kidding me? How do I take you seriously now? How do I take you seriously? You guys act like I'm going to forgive you. No, listen. Why even pick y'all to win? Like, why even root for you guys anymore if you're just going to lose to the worst team in the league? No. Like, no, that's not going to happen. And Shador played a great game. That's the thing. Shador Sanders played a great game. You guys as a whole team low-key played a good game. It was your coach. That 2-point conversion play call, what was that? That was one of the worst things I've ever seen. That was so bad. That was, no. Awful play call. Like you take your quarterback who's having an amazing game, all of a sudden you just take him out of the play? What? And then you do a direct snap to Judkins. No. This game was a joke. This game was a joke. You guys are officially a locale. You guys lost to the worst team in the league, and therefore I will not pick you to win any other game of the week, any other game you guys have the rest of the year. You guys play the Bears next week. Have fun with that. I think Bears are going to crush you guys. And am I going to root for the Bears? I've never done that in the history of my football watching career. I say career, but I don't get paid for this. I've never done that in the history of me watching football. I'm a Packers fan. I might low-key small root for the Bears. Interesting. Good win, Titans. 2 wins, I guess. You guys still suck. But you guys won because the Browns were stupid. So, there you go. It's always a good thing when Atlanta loses. It's always a good thing when the Falcons lose. Seattle's a great team. I actually think JSN did not play that good of a game. I mean, he still scored a touchdown, but in JSN terms, it's mid. Seahawks are still great. Falcons still suck, which is good. Good for Atlanta. I don't care. This team is done. I've never seen. There's a few teams this year that are just done, and the Falcons are one of them. But good job, Seattle. This game sucked to watch. Okay, here's the thing with this game. The Baltimore Ravens might be officially the worst team to watch. They are so hard to watch. The Baltimore Ravens are hard to watch, and they deserve this loss. They deserve to lose this game. I'm not saying Pittsburgh's that good to watch, and we all know that it should be common sense that the AFC North is the worst division in football. Because the fact that the Pittsburgh Steelers or the Baltimore Ravens are going to be one of the 2 teams to win it is sad. Because if you watch both those teams play football, both these teams don't want to win it. These 2 teams look like they don't want to win anymore. It looks like their season is done, but it's not. They're still fighting for playoff spots. And Pittsburgh's actually in the playoff right now. Both these teams look like they don't care anymore. And the fact that one of these two teams is going to be a division winner, it's stupid. Like, I wish the Bengals won the division. It's not going to happen, but I wish they won the division. And the fact that these two teams played each other, that sucks. Pittsburgh won, cool, don't care. These two teams are both dead to me. I don't care. You know, I think this game was trying to be 50-50. I feel like there were Colts fans and there were Jags fans. I feel like majority of people were cheering for the Jags. I was like, hey man, let's hope this Colts team can bounce back. Nope, the exact opposite happens. Daniel Jones gets hurt, now you have no quarterback, and now you signed 44-year-old Phillip Rivers. Phillip Rivers might play football again. What's the NFL anymore? I don't know. Good job, Jags. They're a good team. Jacksonville's a good team. I will now call Jacksonville a good football team, which we haven't done that in a long time. We probably haven't done that since 2017 with Saxonville. So yeah, Jacksonville, their first good team since 2017. Must feel great. The Colts are done. They lost, 4 straight? They're done. If you look at the Colts' last 4 games, they could lose out. And if they lose out, the Colts will go 8-9. This team was 8-1. This team could go 8-1 to 8-9. I mean, when your quarterback is Riley Leonard or Phillip Rivers, it might happen. Wait. What? So you're telling me you get shut out last game versus Seattle, but then you shut out a team this week? Okay. Yeah, so Jaden Daniels got hurt again. That's great. Washington's completely done. This team is garbage. It must be so frustrating being a Commanders fan. Once again, don't know how many there are. But it must be so frustrating being a Commanders fan that you talk about a team that went to the NFC Championship last year with a rookie quarterback who now is not playing, and now you have one of the worst records in football. You are a 3-win team, which sucks. Marcus Mariota, not even that bad of a quarterback. But I don't see another game where you guys win this year. And I'm not saying Vikings are good. You know, shout out to JJ McCarthy. You know, you got a shutout win, which is cool. You guys are still not great, and you guys will still miss the playoffs. But enjoy this win, because this was actually kind of impressive. And it makes you think if you feel bad for Jay Jettas a little bit. Dude, I'm riding the train. I'm going to ride the train. They're going to miss the playoffs, but I'm riding the train. Miami's back. Miami Dolphins. They're doing the opposite of what the Colts are doing. They're doing everything right. This team was 2-7? I think they were 2-7. Now they're 6-7. Of course they are. And if you look at their schedule, they play Pittsburgh on Monday night. They could go 7-7. This team could be 500. This team can go from being 2-7 to a 500 team. Once again, I still believe they're missing the playoffs. But, dude, we made jokes about them being the clowns of the first round of the league, which they were. The first half of the season, they were clowns, which they were. Now they're proving everyone wrong. Now they actually look good. And, I'll ride the train. I'll go Dolphins until it ends. I don't care. As a Bills fan, I shouldn't do that, but I am. I feel like the little mini stretch of the season where the Jets weren't playing that bad of football has now come to an end. I think they're now a bad team. There was like a 3-week part of the middle of the season. It was like in the middle of the season, there was like 3 weeks where the Jets weren't ass. They won 2 games in a row, and then the third game they almost won. Now to come to an end. Yeah, Tyrod Taylor, I think, got hurt, if I remember, so they played Justin Fields. Yeah, Jets, I don't know anymore. It's not looking great. I mean, it hasn't since week 1, and we'll just see if you guys can hang on. I mean, you guys still play Buffalo one more time, so the Saints won. The New Orleans Saints won. The New Orleans Saints won this game. What is happening? Before the season started, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers were my Super Bowl team. And I feel like I wasn't the only one. If you saw what their team was, you're like, this offense is fucking stacked. And their defense is good too. You look at all their receivers and all their players, and then you look now of how their team is injured to fuck and they can't win games. Their team is so injured. I know Bucky Irving's back and he's playing good. Chris Godwin trying to get back. Baker Mayfield's not playing the worst football, but he didn't play good this game. Tyler Shuck looked good, which is insane. Good job for the Saints. They're done. I'm glad they got a second win, I guess. And the Bucks, you guys need to... If y'all still want to make it, but then again, that division's trash. But you guys might lose to the Panthers. The Panthers could be the division winner. So watch out. I skipped this game. Let's talk about it. What a win. Fantastic win. Oh my God. I understand when I pick Buffalo to lose, they win. That's fine. Amazing game. Snow game, which was fantastic. I know there was some game in the Browns-Titans game, but this was a legit snow game. Fantastic snow game. Bengals played good, but in the second half of the game, we just, we struck a nerve, and it was, and we kept going. Josh Allen played fantastic. 30-something points in fantasy. Literally won. I'm in the championship round for fantasy now, which feels great. Yeah, fantastic. I'm really happy for this team. Really happy for this win. It sucks for Cincinnati, but life goes on. And yeah, just gonna take one game at a time. And big game next week versus the Patriots. So we'll see about that. And yeah, amazing Buffalo win. Fantastic. Every tight end. We used Jackson Hawes, Dalton Kincaid, Dawson Knox. Every tight end did something. Love that. That's called production. Wait, you guys thought I was going to go easy on you now that you won this game? No. It's the fucking Raiders. They're awful. And you guys still won by only a touchdown. Get out of here. Get out of here. Broncos won. Cool. Do I still think they're frauds? Absolutely. Absolutely. But they play the Packers next week. In tomorrow's prediction video, which has a guest, we'll see. I am going to make a solemn bet with tomorrow's game, but I won't talk about that until tomorrow. You guys thought I was going to go easy on you guys? Oh, you beat the Raiders. I should now like you guys and think your offense is good. No. I'm going to say they're frauds until I don't see it. Okay? Cool. You beat the Raiders by a touchdown. Anyone can beat the Raiders. The freaking Browns did, and they can't beat the Titans. What the fuck happened to Ashton Genty? Did he get hurt? Obviously, I don't watch Raiders football because no one should. Did he get injured? What happened to Ashton Genty? He they have one player, Brock Bowers, who's having a good year. Very productive. That's all. I think he scored 2 touchdowns this game. That's all they have. I hate the Raiders. I'm going to keep hate watching them. It sucks that I didn't watch this game. I had to work during the 4 o'clock games last Sunday. I didn't watch this game at all. But we won, and we're 4-0 in division games, which is better than 1-5. It's better than 1-5. This game looked good. Apparently, I saw a replay of we picked off Caleb Williams in the end zone, which is pretty cool. Amazing win. Shout out to the Bears. You guys are actually still not a bad team, but we own you guys. Yes, we lost to you guys once last year. I don't want to talk about it. We own you guys. We own you guys. It's just, there should be a rule where it's the Packers have to beat the Bears. They're legally obligated to beat the Bears. It's just how the cookie crumbles. But no, very good game. Happy for my team. Broncos next week. We'll see if that's a challenge or not. If their offense can actually play. Their defense will be an issue. I think their defense will get to us. But our schedule is not that bad. Not that bad of a schedule. So the Cardinals didn't do what I thought they would. So Brissett is no longer going to throw 50 passes a game and almost win. Okay, cool. So I have no clue what Brissett did. The Rams are still good. Obviously. I didn't want to take them for granted after losing to Carolina. That was just a weird upset that happened, and pretty cool upset. They're still an amazing team. They're still probably the best offense in football. Cardinals stink. Good. I don't want them to win. Brissett didn't do anything this game, which I feel like, his run of throwing 60 passes a game and not winning is come to an end. We'll see who else they play. And good job, Rams. Oh my God. I know I picked the Chiefs. I don't care. When I pick the Chiefs to win, they lose. So I'm going to keep doing that. The Chiefs might officially be out of the playoffs because of the next game. The Chiefs are now 6-7 out of the playoffs. Not the worst record, but yeah, so this game wasn't that good. The Texans defense is still the best defense in football. No one's even denying that. That drive that CJ Stroud did, amazing. The Texans could sneak in the playoffs, and if they do, I wouldn't mind that because their defense can play playoff football. Their defense can beat any team right now. They've beaten a few pretty good teams. But the Chiefs could be out of the playoffs, and I'll tell you why. It's because of this game. I got this game wrong, but with the Chargers winning this game means they got their 9th win. The Chiefs are now 3 games behind the Chargers, who are in their division, and they still play the Chiefs one more time next week. So if my math is correct, I think the Chiefs are officially eliminated. Obviously, we don't want to say that because there's still 4 games left, and the Chiefs have 2 more easy games. The Chiefs will hopefully go 2-2 in the last 4 games. But yeah, amazing win. The interception is the reason why they won. Eagles, yeah, it was about time you guys lost. It was about time you guys lost. You guys are not a fun team to watch anymore. Offense is looking kind of mid. Saquon had an amazing game, though. I'll give him that. And yeah, we don't know about the Chargers. We have no clue what this Chargers team is. We have no clue when they're going to be good. They're kind of like Jacksonville, where one week they'll win, next week they'll lose by 20. It's just what happens. I got the game wrong. I was 6-8. Anyways, that's going to be all for today's Week 14 recap video. Tomorrow, the Week 15 predictions is going to have a special guest, the last special guest on the channel for predictions. I hope, if I can get there. But yeah, exciting games, Week 15. Looking forward to those. And like, subscribe, comment, please. It would be needed. And yeah, 91 subs. Let's get to 92. I keep forgetting to do this at the end of my videos. I screenshotted a graphic on YouTube Studio of my subscriber count. A picture I'll put up on the screen. This is how many people are not subscribed that watch my videos. If you're watching my videos, please hit the button. It would be nice. I'll definitely appreciate it. You can comment down whenever you want. I'll definitely reply to it. And I'll most likely like it, depending on what it is. There are some boundaries. But yeah, I just talk about football. I talk about other stuff too. I've been doing some non-sports videos in December, like Christmas ones. Like I did 2 Christmas videos last week, talking about songs in a movie. This week, I will be talking about more music. I will be doing... So if you guys remember, earlier on in my channel, I did Highs and Lows, the series I did where I talked about music I've been listening to this year that I love, whether it be albums, songs, bad albums, all that. Well, I'm picking that up. I did 2 episodes. I'm going to do episode 3 and 4 this week. Episode 3 is going to be my favorite songs that I've heard this year and my least favorite songs I've heard. So probably like a top 10 favorite songs, probably like a top 5 least favorite songs. And then episode 4 is going to be my top 10 favorite albums this year and my top 5 least favorite albums this year. So albums and songs, going to talk about more music and all that. So, but yeah, that's going to be all. Just a little update on what the channel is going to do this week. Going to do more music stuff. And yeah, so that'll be fun. Anyways, that's going to be all for today's video. Once again, like, subscribe, comment. It would be appreciated. And I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.